Turkey-U.S. relations once again in crisis. On Wednesday, the U.S. announced it was imposing financial sanctions on Turkey's Justice and Interior ministers. The sanctions are being issued under the Global Magnitsky Act of 2016, which allows the U.S. government to sanction foreign government officials implicated in human rights abuses.
There is no credible evidence.
The trigger for the sanctions was Turkey's refusal to release American pastor Andrew Brunson, who was sent to prison in July 2016 and transferred to house arrest last week due to health reasons. Brunson is being charged with having links to the Fethullah Gülen organization, which Ankara says is behind the failed coup of 2016. Brunson denies all charges. Washington claims there is no evidence against Brunson, and U.S. President Donald Trump has called him an innocent man of faith. Turkey's foreign ministry said it will retaliate immediately. The statement said, "We called on the U.S. administration to go back on this wrong decision. An equivalent response to this aggressive attitude will be given without delay." 4 Turkish political parties also issued a joint statement supporting the presidency, saying it had the right to give the necessary response to the United States based on the principle of international reciprocity. The 2 Turkish ministers both announced they had no properties or assets in the U.S. Analysts stress that trust between the 2 NATO allies has been broken.
Turkish society and the government are clearly experiencing insecurity towards the U.S. This was deepened during the visa crisis, and the current crisis takes it even further downhill. Even though there is a way out, mending ties will take time.
Following the news, the Turkish lira also took a hit, reaching a record low against the U.S. dollar.
From our experience during the Russia crisis, we know that raising interest rates or increasing foreign currency in the market will not impact the economy. The only thing to do is to wait for the situation to cool down and wait for the effects to disappear following diplomatic efforts.
Meanwhile, on Wednesday, the U.S. Senate approved a bill to delay the delivery of F-35 jets to Turkey until a report is filed by the Pentagon. If U.S. President Donald Trump approves the bill, it could certainly increase tension between Ankara and Washington. David, CGTN, Istanbul.